You went to the gym this week, or you meant to, or you thought about it and decided tomorrow was better, and either way you probably skipped legs because everyone skips legs and there's always next time. 100,000 years ago there was no next time, there was no gym, there was no leg day, there was just the day, and if you didn't move you didn't eat, and if you didn't eat you died. And somehow, in the process of just trying to stay alive, ancient humans accidentally built bodies that would embarrass most people in a modern gym. This is that story. Researchers at the American Museum of Natural History spent years scanning ancient human bones with high-resolution imaging technology and found something that should make every person who owns a gym membership slightly uncomfortable. Throughout our entire skeleton, our joints are between 1/2 and 3/4 as dense as those of our early human ancestors. 1/2 to 3/4, meaning the average modern human walking around today has bones significantly weaker than the people who lived tens of thousands of years ago. Not because of genetics. The researchers were very clear about this. Our DNA hasn't changed, our lifestyle has. Think about that for a second. Your bones are not as strong as they could be, not because of anything you were born with, but because of the chair you're sitting in right now. Ancient humans didn't train. They just lived. Every day was a full body workout that no gym program has ever come close to replicating. Not because it was more intense, but because it never stopped. There was no rest day, no deload week, no recovery protocol, just constant movement from the moment they woke up to the moment they slept. A hunt could cover 15 to 20 miles on foot across uneven terrain. Then, whatever they killed had to be carried back. Not in a bag with padded straps, just carried. A carcass that could weigh hundreds of pounds dragged or hauled back to camp across the same terrain they'd just covered. That's a farmer's carry with no set weight and no finishing line. Building a shelter was a full upper body session. Gathering firewood was cardio. Climbing to find food was pull-ups. Running from something that wanted to eat them was the most motivated HIIT session anyone has ever done. But here's the specific detail that gets scientists genuinely excited. A 2017 study compared the arm bones of Neolithic women who lived thousands of years ago farming and grinding grain by hand, against modern female athletes, and the farming women had 5 to 10% more arm bone strength than modern female rowers who were training up to 21 hours a week, pulling strokes with force 6 times their body weight. Rowers, some of the most physically demanding athletes on the planet, beaten in arm bone density by women who were just grinding grain and making pottery every day. Not because they were training harder, because they were doing it constantly. Low intensity, day after day after day, never stopping, never resting, just living. The legs are where it gets really interesting. Ancient human leg bones had bone density comparable to modern orangutans, one of the strongest animals relative to body size on the planet. Not because ancient humans were doing squats, because they were walking 15 to 20 miles a day on terrain that required every muscle in their legs to be constantly engaged. No flat surface, no smooth road, just ground that pushed back. Researchers found that bone density started dropping noticeably around 7,000 years ago, right when humans began farming, right when they started staying in one place, right when the legs stopped being used for constant movement across varied terrain and started being used to walk between a field and a house. They never skipped leg day. They also never had a leg day. They just had legs and they used them constantly, and the bones responded by becoming extraordinary. And then we built chairs, and offices, and cars, and pavements smooth enough that walking on them requires almost no effort from the muscles that ancient humans used every single time they moved. And the bones that were built to handle the demands of survival got less and less of those demands every generation. Not because anything changed in our DNA, but because we got so good at making life easy that our bodies started reflecting exactly how easy it had become. The gym exists because we noticed what we were losing. Someone looked at what modern life was doing to the human body and built a room full of machines designed to replicate the physical demands of a life we'd already left behind. The farmer's carry, the deadlift, the pull-up, the sprint, all of it reconstructed in a controlled environment because we removed the original reasons to do any of it. Here's what the research actually says. Your bones are not fixed. They respond to demand. Load them consistently and they get stronger. Leave them alone and they get weaker. The Paleolithic hunter-gatherer's bone density isn't locked behind some genetic door you can't open. It's just on the other side of the demands you put on your body every day. You could have the leg bones of someone who walked 20 miles a day across uneven terrain for their entire life. You just have to actually use your legs. Ancient humans never went to the gym, they never counted reps, they never tracked macros, they never owned a protein shaker, they never skipped leg day because leg day wasn't a day, it was just every day. And the bones they built doing it were stronger than most people alive today will ever achieve. The most advanced fitness culture in human history, and we're still playing catch up with people who were just trying not to get eaten.